question was the question was what kind of worship service, I guess, can I see being meaningful or one that I would want to be a part of? And I think the ones that have been the most fulfilling for me, both as a participant and also someone that is within the congregation, are the ones that draw us out from being too comfortable. To me, the liturgy and the message all have to set a tone for exploration and to find ourselves within the message, but also find where we could be within the message's challenges. So things such as I've been a part of some services where we've had more of a dialogue sermon, where we've allowed for questions to be asked of the congregation to try to elicit further discussion, similar to almost classroom style. I think of it as almost as a larger form of Bible study, but with us leading towards a message, a theme that we're trying to get to, which would match obviously the liturgy and the music for the day. I think those are kind of fun, and the other ones that are very interesting are the ones that give us something to do. That again makes us have to think of things not just from the word itself, but from actions or displays of unity or community that tie us all together. There was one service where we used yarn to, and had the congregation pass it amongst themselves from different parts of the worship space to basically show that it's a big crisscross, almost like a spider web effect of when something happens in one part of the community, it's affecting another part, and that we're all part of that legacy of time and talent and treasure and gifts that we bring to the world. So those are all kind of fun ways to do it. So again, I like being as creative or being within a very creative service that allows for us again to explore. Some of the services that I've found that tend to be less to my liking are the ones where it's so heavy with tradition and that you have to know everything from memory. These, I think, for my liking, sometimes put people out of place, especially visitors, because maybe they don't know any of the things that are being said and or understand what the context is within the worship service. And so then it's upon us as pastoral leaders or lay leaders to explain that to them and give them insight onto what we're doing. So for me, it's very much wanting to make sure that the visitor or those that maybe don't attend church on a regular basis understand that there is something being said and what it's about, to give them, again, their context. This sometimes for what I'll call older members or more the members that have been there every Sunday, for example, may not like the fact that they're being told what is happening. But I think we need to be open to that, to the folks within the congregation. To once in a while, we need to remind them as well of what we're doing. So again, I think the ones that kind of are more off-putting to me are the ones where it's almost like insider knowledge. You have to know something, in other words, to be able to participate or be a part of it. And I've been in some services where that's happened, and it doesn't glorify the creativeness of God and the love of how we come together. So those are a couple of my things for that. And again, I hope this course, I hope to learn from many of you on different styles and different things that you've done that hopefully we can borrow from each other and learn from each other. So thank you.